What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So today I wanted to talk about what I would do with my man cave if I was to, let's just say, hypothetically, buy a bigger house. Let's say I moved out of this house, I rented it out, turned it into a rental, and bought a house that's, let's just say, 1,000 more square feet or 1,500. Enough to, in essence, give me one more bedroom. And look at that, my robot vacuum got stuck under the chair. Jupiter. But basically enough to get one more bedroom worth of statues. You know, what statues would I, in essence, add? So one goal would be to make the whole display look cleaner. That would be the first thing. I want my displays to be cleaner. Like, for example, I don't like the fact that this shelf is hanging off this wall. I'd prefer if this ended right here. But of course I want to get dark side bust, so I extended the shelf and did this. But in a perfect world, this would be cut off right there. I would probably actually not do any statues right here or here. Get rid of all that. Of course, I wouldn't have that there. I'd want to be able to like walk freely. This would end right here, for example. So this is just to give you an idea. There won't be any statues in here at all. This is to give you an idea of like what I want clean-wise. There's a reason I did what I did, because I wanted the statues, but I didn't have space, and so I had to, in essence, put shelves here. But in a perfect world, I wouldn't have any statues. I wouldn't have the Warcraft there. I wouldn't have this here, and so forth. I would want my display to be very clean. That would be the first goal, is a clean display. And I would go back and start buying some statues I may have passed on due to space. And we'll talk about a few of those. So, and some of them haven't been released yet, some have. One, I'd definitely immediately buy the Avatar Neytiri bust, the giant one. I'd get that with the 1/3 scale. I'd get Queen T-Rex bust. I'd get the Arnold bust. And then I'd want to have in a completely separate room, separate from my entire, like this display, for example, the Prime 1 Predator XL and Alien XL line. Now, I would not sell this line. I want this line. I want it to display with this because I really like how it looks. But I would love to, you know, buy back Jungle Hunter, get Berserker, get Scar. I'd have probably 5 of each. And then, well, I don't know about 5. Maybe 4. 4 of each. So the 4 Predators, let's see, you get P1, P2, Berserker, Scar, Wolf. Yeah, you gotta do 5. Aliens, you'd have to do Dog, Big Chap, Alien Warrior, Alien Romulus. That's like 4. And maybe they do like an Alien Covenant. But yeah, I'd want an even amount of Alien and Predators. I guess if you put them on one side of the wall, I'd probably put all the Predators together. So if you do 5 and 4, that'd be fine. Or 5 and 3. But yeah, I would definitely buy the entire line. But it just has to be separate. I do think that's one of the coolest lines out there, but it just doesn't scale with anything. It has to be on its own. So I would have a room, let's just say like the size of this room, or that room over there, and ideally I'd want them all on like pedestals, really clean looking, with the mask above each predator that the movie's from, and aliens maybe do some props or something, but it'd be super clean and classy looking. So I'd definitely do that. And then a few other things I would want to get is probably one more Dragon Ball Z shelf. Right now we cut down to 2 due to space. I would want a 3rd shelf, and I'd want it purely dioramas. So like I would move Android diorama, but it would be basically KD diorama focused. So KD Goku vs. Vegeta, and when he eventually does Cell vs. Gohan, Goku vs. Boo, I would have his Goku vs. Vegeta, the androids. I just want pure dioramas on the entire 3-tiered garage shelf. That'd be one thing. Next, I would, of course, make a primary focus on video game statues. I saw a photo of someone that just got the Prime 1 Lady D from Resident Evil 8, which I am a huge fan of that game. I freaking love it. I want to play it in VR. But dude, Jupiter, she is huge. Like, she dwarfed Leon. Like, absolutely ginormous. I was very impressed. I'm like, goodness, I may need to buy this. I really like it because, one, she's a cool character. She's super freaky in the game. Fantastic game. It's like incredibly good. And the statue looks phenomenal. So I'm like, man, maybe I should get that. I mean, it's pretty huge. Like, it would take up, like, for example, the entire spot of where Elite is at. But I'm a big fan of that piece. I really like it. So, and then, yeah, I'd basically buy every Prime 1 video game statue out there that I like the video game of. That'd definitely be a heavy focus for me, since video gaming in general is my favorite thing in life. I'm just about done with Dragon Age. I'm on the final boss, final battle. I'll beat it tomorrow, which I guess is the day you're viewing this, Thanksgiving. After that, I'm going to go back to Alan Wake 2. Now, in terms of wokeness on that game, I only experienced one woke thing in the entire game. Let's just say I played it 50, 60 hours. One of my characters changed their pronouns to they, them. I know there's like a big cutscene of misgendering. I never experienced that. So for me, it was just that one character. Beyond that, there was no misgender or wokeness in general in the game. And the game is very fun. I enjoyed it. The story's good. The combat's fun. I like the characters. I fell in love with Nev. We totally giggitied and whatnot. So I enjoyed the game. It's still fun despite the, wokeness. Anyways, back to the Dream Man Cave. So in a perfect world, I would do custom shelving. So let's just say I had tons of money, tons of space. I do like the garage shelving, but the one thing I hate about the garage shelving is the black bars. I hate that. It really hinders your display. So if I could, in essence, do a similar setup where it's like this deep, but I would make the bottom shelf taller. Right now, it's about 33 inches you can fit down low. I want to be able to comfortably see a 36-inch tall statue down low. So I'd, in essence, want to raise it at least 3 more inches at a minimum, so I can fit taller statues underneath. So, and then, of course, getting rid of the black bars would be the ultimate goal. If you could have like floating shelves that support the weight, have it professionally done. But if I could do that, just minimize the number of black bars, classy shelving, I would do white or black. White shows like dust and crap more, but also it kind of showcases the statue a little bit better. I mean, honestly, I like both. I do either, but I definitely do custom shelving, and I want my basement taller. Right now, this is 8 feet tall. I want 10-foot tall basement. So let's say I'm designing my next home, 10 feet. That is what I want for the basement. That would make a huge difference. Huge difference. I'd be able to hang better props, have taller shelves, do more 3-tiered shelves. It would definitely be a lot more beneficial. And in a perfect world, I'd actually not want statues on the ground. I'd want that bottom shelf to be boosted up at least 4 inches. So 4 inches above, then 36 inches, then the top shelf. Ideally, this top shelf, I want this statue. Right now, it comes up to about my upper chest. I'd want it like right there. So I'm looking him straight in the face. He's looking me right in the eye, where the majority of these are not looking me in the eye. Like, he's looking at my lower chest, for example. So if he was raised to like right here, he'd be looking me directly in the face. So that would definitely be a huge thing for me, is raising all statues to better viewing angles, spacing everything out, and so forth. I would still keep my man cave in general a similar theme, although I probably would, I don't know if I'd want like this room and then like 3 bedrooms. I would, if I could go back and redo my basement. I mean, here's the thing. For resale value, it's better if you have multiple bedrooms with closets and whatnot, because then you can count it as like this is a 6-bedroom house. Where if I was to, let's say, just make this basement one ginormous room, one ginormous statue room, resale value would be significantly lower. So that's the reason I did it this way. Because when I initially was doing this, I didn't, this was my first home, so I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to stay here forever. And I mean, who knows the future, but in my next man cave, it definitely would be like my final home. So I would definitely do more open space, get rid of like walls like this, make it much more open space. I do like having like separators, so I'd probably make it almost like 2 rooms. 2 ginormous rooms. One with my video game and anime, and in general, just like, let's just say 1/4 scale. I would like to separate 4th scale and the other be the 3rd scale. And I guess I really need 3 rooms because, like I said, I want the Predator and Alien separate. But I would definitely want it much more open. Kind of somewhat similar to Art's statue gallery, but different. But like, it's just basically a ginormous room with a bunch of shelves. I definitely want a ginormous, like this room. I wish this was double the size. And initially, this actually did go to right there, but I made this room bigger because that's going to be my gym room. I wish I could go back and make this room smaller and this room bigger. But it'd definitely be much more open. It would feel much bigger. Taller ceilings, more open space. But yeah, it would definitely be killer. So who knows what the future holds if this would ever come to fruition. I'd obviously need to make a ton of money and whatnot to be able to have that come to pass, but it would definitely be cool. The biggest pain for me would be boxing up all the statues. So it'd basically be all on me to do it. So imagine boxing up 300 statues. You could box up maybe 4 to 8 a day. And it's extremely tiring. Your back hurts finding the boxes. I mean, obviously you just grab the first box and just box that statue, and then you probably have to put them in a storage unit or move them to the new house. Probably have to do a storage unit, but it'd honestly take me 6 months to move. It would not be a quick and easy process. I would buy the other home first and then just slowly but surely move statues over every single day while the custom shelving is getting done. Let's just say, for example, put them in the garage and then find renters, and eventually, once I've gotten all the statues and garage shelves out and all my furniture rented out. Now, I could make some decent money on this on a rental. Based off my mortgage, what I could rent this for in Utah, I could be making about $1,500 a month if I turn this into a rental. So definitely something I want to do. That's what my brother Sharkuzit, the cop, did. He bought a house, and then he bought another house and rented out his old house, and he makes like $2,500 a month off that. So he's making an extra like 30 grand a year, tax free, and he just loves it. But anyways, folks, that is just what I wanted to go over with you guys. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. For me, I did not do a turkey this year. Normally, we always do a turkey, but here's the thing. I'm the only one eating it. My wife doesn't like turkey. Filipinos in general just don't eat turkey. So instead of doing the turkey dinner, we're just doing a Filipino dinner. So we're having like lumpia, pork belly. Lumpia is a Filipino egg roll, in case you don't know. And then she'll probably do Filipino spaghetti, which is like a sweet spaghetti. Her mom's going to come over with her husband. They'll probably bring Popeye's fried chicken and pizza. It's just like tons of food like at the party. That's just how Filipinos celebrate. But it's fun. Filipinos is fun. So I definitely love their culture and whatnot. Anyways, folks, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.